And we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Allen going to go to the air right away. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
They run for the first time with James Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Here's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. Completes it to Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very... Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen going to throw. Now he's got it. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 56. Guys, game situation.
Here's Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Mayfield on play action. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pushes him over. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. In motion left, Godwin. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. From the red zone now, Mayfield going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 83 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got three.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The ball comes out. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards.
He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They go play action. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Second down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Running here with White. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal.
Hurry. Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And here's Lewis. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 3rd down and 6. To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Through the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 71 yards. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And a dump off to White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Oh, wide open, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White, 73 yards. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So now on fourth down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On second down, here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Allen now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now he fires deep for Shakir. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A run to begin the second half with White. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Mayfield to throw it. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bucs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's by four.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check 31.
On second down, Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 3rd and 9.
Right there. 54.
Allen now looks to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's simply been one big play after another after another. Went on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one
touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cook. And he will lose lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Right there. 54. Alert, alert, alert. Stop here, D. 54 is Mike. 54. 56, 56. 54, watch 54. I got you. I got you. Chance. Hey, 1 set.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
The slot man in motion right. Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Durham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go right back to White here on first down. Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mayfield off the play fake. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Evans, the man in motion left. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Second and 10. Now Allen. It's complete to Cook. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen. But the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And that's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. There he goes, left side. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Kill. Switch gears. Lights 54.
Off the play fake. Allen. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch twist.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is Cook with the grab. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Buccaneers have it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. There he goes, right side. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mayfield on play action. And now here is another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Allen going to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Allen going to change this at the line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On play action, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side.
And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bills,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss drops them back to 4.